Welcome to the Quick Actions in TaxDome series where we're showing you how to do a very specific action inside TaxDome in 5 minutes or less. This one is going to show you how you can track time inside of TaxDome and how you can specifically track that time within a job. So that way at the end of the day, you can see how much time your firm spent on a particular job for a client. So the most simple, straightforward way is right at the top. No matter what screen you're in, you can always click on the time entry. You can choose the client that you are working on, and then you can have a few options here. So this is where you can link it to a job. So typically this is the best way that if you are trying to see, how long a tax return is taking overall, every time you work on that client, if you link it to that job, you'll be able to see that kind of holistic picture at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and choose that one right here. Then we're going to select our service. And if you have set these up, then you may already have some rates that are in there by the hour or by the item. You also can select whether this is going to be billable or not. So if you are planning on invoicing, then you do want to make sure that you do select that on. If you are not, you can turn that off. You do have the choice of either starting a timer right here, or if this is something that you've already accomplished, you just forgot to track your time, this is where you can input that information as well. So let's go ahead and just put a 1 hour duration on there. You can, of course, add a description. And then if you are planning on using this to invoice, you can, decide whether or not you want to include that. So we've got our job tied here. We can create several if there are several we need to do. And when we're ready, we can just click save. So this is really the most simple and basic way to do it. You can go under your billing to view all of your time entries right here. And that way you can see and edit them also if you need to determine, are these billable, are they non-billable? And you can take some actions depending on how you're using those. So for example, if this is billable, then you can go ahead and just create that invoice straight from that tab. You also can mark it if you've already actually billed for it, make edits, etc. The other option for how you can track these pretty easily is, let's say you're already working inside of a job. You can go directly into that job. Let's pick this same one right here. And you can track time right in here. So if you're already working in here, this is a really easy way to just go ahead, click that button, and you can finish it. You also can just go ahead and straight edit it, add in your exact time, kind of the same things that we have already talked about. You can do those right inside the job. The nice thing about doing this is where you're going to see that total. So let's add in, maybe we did 2 more hours. Let's go ahead and add that in here. And we'll go ahead and add in this. Okay, let's save that here. This is where now you're going to see all of the time spent, and it's going to show you how much, if you are budgeting in here in your jobs, you can see what that looks like, and then you can see how much time is actually being tracked. So it's just a really nice way of being able to just see where your time is being spent. And there's definitely some reports. We won't get into that in this training, but there are some reports you can pull to just help you track, especially your billable time, things like that as well. And then over back into under your billing area, under your time entries, this is of course a great tool to be able to just see, how is your team spending their time, and you can always export these as well.